Hey there, folks. This is Eric,
And this is Patrick.
and we are casting Game 1 of our little tournament here between JJ and 47, also known as Jeff and Nick.
That's going to be some PVZ action on Backwater Gulch. Pretty much in this matchup, going to expect maybe to see some early expansions here. This expansion is quite easy to defend, and hopefully you can see some sort of macro game get set up here.
Yeah. Okay. So we got Jeff up in the upper right here, and Nick in the lower right, and it's a pretty equidistant map, so it's not like the spawn positions really mean too much in this map.
Mm-hmm. And we have them spawning in close positions. Pretty much going to favor some type of early aggression, which Nick is most certainly known for. Like I said, though, if Jeff does decide to go for that early natural expansion, it might be pretty easy for him to hold.
And it looks like Jeff is sending his Overlord to the wrong position, it may be a blunder. Hope it won't affect him too much in this matchup here. So it's always good to have the early scout if possible.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Nick here just doing the regular stuff, chrono boosting some probes out.
Looks like Nick already has his first pylon down. It looks like he might be going for his infamous 2 gateway 5 zealot rush.
Quite possibly, and I think he's figured... Oh, no, he hasn't. He went for cross positions first. And Jeff, meanwhile, sending in the drone scout right into Nick's base.
This is good, but although Nick's style really... it shouldn't affect him too much. As long as he has all the positions scouted by around 5 minutes, he's golden. So...
Now, this is really good for Jeff since Nick's 5 zealot rush is really easy to scout with this drone. The zealots can't really chase drones down effectively, and he doesn't even get out the cybernetics core that early, so he can't even stop this drone from scouting. So if Jeff is careful, he can literally watch as the chrono boosts are spent on top of that gateway. And there it is, 2 gateways. We can definitely expect to see that early pressure.
Definitely. Would not be surprised to see Jeff throw down a Roach Warren fairly soon now that he's scouted this obvious zealot rush here. It may have been prudent to block off the ramp a little better for Nick there.
He sends away his drone. Definitely don't agree with that. Nick's a pretty tricky guy, and he could even switch out that gateway for a cybernetics core. But sending in 2 probes to Jeff's base, that's interesting. Maybe, wonder what he's doing with these two.
May have been a misclick. We'll probably never know. Maybe that he just right-clicked on the drone and forgot about it. So I mean, it may be it may end up being a good thing. He may get a drone advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. This early in the game, those probe counts are pretty critical if you're going to do some sort of all-in. Meanwhile, here we got 2 zealots at the base here at 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
All right,
he's a little bit low on the zealot count for this. Well, he got a forge as well.
Interesting.
I wonder if he wants to, maybe couple this zealot rush with a cannon contain. That would be pretty unique.
It'd be unique and very, very difficult to deal with, although Jeff has gotten his Roach Warren down, and it may be that if this pops early enough, although he is sending the zealots now, if this does pop early enough,
those drones were not mining, they're just sitting there. Ooh,
maybe a blunder on Jeff's part.
Oh, and actually great work here by Jeff. He's distracting the zealots with nothing but a single Zerg.
Very good. That's brilliant play right there. Yeah,
this attack is pretty much critical. The timing of it just has to be perfect, and that's delaying it quite significantly.
Definitely. He does have both spine crawlers down. He does not have any roaches in production, which I feel like he should have it, not be droning up if he is. So let's double check here. We got the production tab
we got two just popping out right now.
There we go. That may be enough as long as he can get a couple out. He may need to
he's going straight for the drones.
And he does pull the drones with minimal losses.
These early roaches are definitely going to help this defense out.
Definitely. A very good read on Jeff's part. A good, ooh, we have one roach accidentally attacking the hatchery there.
Target firing the hatchery,
Bit of a blunder, and
definitely not a good tactic.
Jeff definitely deals with that fairly easily.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Nick not even rallying in those gateways to the front. He's just pulling back and chrono boosting his +1 attack. I definitely agree with this play.
Definitely.
That front door of Jeff's is just way too soft.
Exactly, and I mean, it may have just been that he was trying to force Jeff to pull probe production and distract his APM a little bit to the fight, where it didn't seem that Nick microed those zealots very well. He may have just been focusing on macro, which is probably good considering what was at the front door.
Yeah, absolutely, and we see here already that Jeff making a little bit of a blunder. Maybe it's just the effectiveness of Nick's attack. But Jeff only has 14 drones, 26 probes. He's practically half.
That is a blunder. And with that fast expand, it's just not doing anything but sucking resources at this point,
Yeah, and he's got plenty of larvae built up, but he's just really not getting to spend it. He's got so much gas right now. What he needs to do is pull guys off gas, get them back on the mineral lines, and get that drone count up.
Very true.
He can't even spend this larva. Oh, and meanwhile, back in Nick's base, we have just massing zealots. 8 zealots right now at the front.
That's a scary force right there. If he attacked right now, he may, although I don't think so, he may be able to make a sizable dent if he built up a couple more zealots there.
What Jeff needs to do is take these roaches out and scout with them.
Yes, or scout with his zerglings at the very least. He has a couple extra zerglings there.
Meanwhile, here, spending chrono boosts on, what is this? We have, charge upgrade.
That would
definitely a good play here. He's going mass zealot.
That's a devastating
I'd like to see some sort of tech switch, though, out of him.
Yeah,
I don't think zealots are enough to handle roaches.
Exactly. He may need to switch to, perhaps, a stalker. Blink stalkers are a very good counter to roaches. Obviously,
Jeff seeing the attack coming. Ooh, that is a lot.
That is a lot.
All right, in the unit counting tab here, we see 5 roaches, 1 zergling against 10 zealots. This is going to be.
Keep in mind, he does have his queens and both of his spine crawlers, although one is injured, so this may be a very close match. If Jeff sees it come, although Jeff does have 6 roaches on the way, which will definitely help him.
Absolutely. Ooh,
I think he'll be able to hold this off fairly easy.
His charge not even complete yet. And by the time the charge completes, he's going to have 10 roaches, which I think, for sure, like you said, is going to mop this up.
Yep, exactly.
Meanwhile, here, he's not spending any of his larvae. Got a huge larva count.
I'm thinking he may be saving up for a large attack, a very large roach push, or perhaps a transition into something else.
I think without the assistance of any stalkers, Nick could get crushed by this roach force.
Yeah, or if Jeff decided to make a tech switch, he does have a decent economy going now at this point, finally. If he made a decent tech switch to Mutalisks, he could devastate this probe line here.
And here come in some stalkers
with almost no air defense.
He's got the pylon to enforce it. And those zealots are +1. It's going to be an interesting engagement here. Don't pull off creep. Don't get off creep. There we go. Causing 2 force fields to be wasted here.
Indeed. I feel like Jeff should possibly bring the second spine crawler here a little closer to the front. Seems like
it's going to be hard for that spine crawler to participate in this attack.
Very true. I also think that Jeff should probably get some roaches up on the high ground here. That would definitely help hold it off. It would leave Jeff's forces defenseless, essentially.
But, Jeff really being forced to just make a lot of units here. He's still down in the probe count. This is favoring Nick, who's now getting up his second expansion, or first expansion, rather.
Although Jeff does have a very scary number of roaches. Looks like he has a total of, let's see, Army tab, that's not the right tab. Units tab. Alright, total of 19 roaches out. That is a very scary number. He may just plus 15 zerglings. I think he could easily hold this force off. He does have a 11 probe or 11 worker deficit here. I just don't think Nick has the army to deal with this at the moment.
Oh, but he's moving in anyway. Here he goes. Jeff's +1 just finishing, as well as his crackling upgrade.
Interesting attack. Good force fields there
Losing
to trap a couple
Zerglings here.
Zerglings.
Yeah, not a big loss here. He really needs to keep those roaches alive, and he needs to not engage off creep. He needs to stay next to those spine crawlers at all
Definitely.
costs.
Yes, Jeff's creep spread has been negligible this game. If he had, he could have his creeps spread all the way to where Nick's army is now, which would give him a huge advantage speed-wise and maneuverability-wise.
And without any overlords outside of Nick's base, he's going to have no idea that Nick is now switching to Dark Templar. This could be the end, I think, for Jeff. Jeff is not going to have the ability to really deal with these, especially with Stalkers out. They could snipe off any Overseers.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jeff does have layer up, so that does. I mean, that's a good thing for him. That's that.
Oh no!
That is one of the strong suits of Zerg, is their versatility and their ability to deal with many things that are thrown at them.
He's going to lose that hatch, though. Oh, jeez, those Zealots just do so much damage. Plus
I
2
did not
attack
even
already
see that.
finished. Oh no, this
Man,
is just not looking good for Jeff.
Not at all.
The supply counts, though, are quite even, surprisingly.
Yes. Nick's pressure has been continual, although I think the upgrade advantage in Nick's end may prove to be too much for these roaches to handle.
Absolutely. The roaches are still at 0-1 here, just now about to finish the +1 armor.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I still don't think it's going to be enough. I think Jeff really needs to work on a tech switch. He needs to get out a Spire or something. Throwing down another evolution chamber, I think it's a good idea. But the Dark Templar come right in, but they're blocked. They can't get up the ramp. This is really good. I bet he has no idea that that's actually being successful, but they're going to go for the natural instead.
Ooh. Let's see how fast it takes Jeff to respond to this. This could be a devastating blow for on Jeff's economy here. Taking out
Just
a
now
number of
getting the
rogues.
Overseer. Oh man, that's not good.
Not at all.
The DTs are starting to work away at the army here.
The Overseer is complete.
Oh, no, don't engage that army. Oh, not with the DPS of those Dark Templar. That was not good.
Yes, they
Meanwhile,
with that upgrade they do a 55 damage per attack, and that is a devastating attack with the 2 upgrade. And he's not even bringing his Overseer in at all.
And he's really messing up his micro here. The roaches
yes.
are just walking
Poor micro.
around. I thought he had that until he just was walking those roaches. Huge blunder.
Yikes, that is a huge loss on Jeff's part. I think we may see the GG soon here.
Yeah, he's got nothing up. He's got 13 roaches in production, but again, it's just not going to be enough. That Overseer even getting sniped off. This is just
Definitely.
horrible.
Poor. I feel like we haven't seen. This is definitely not Jeff's best.
No, absolutely
I've seen him
not.
play hundreds of times better than this, and he almost always has an Overseer out at some point. I feel like he was perhaps nerves taking. And there's the GG.
All right.
We'll have game 2 here shortly.